Welcome to the FWOT Show on the Coil Entertainment Network. I'm Rob Steele, that's Jesus Jones in the background, and it's time for your irregularly scheduled program that is most reassuring in its claim that this is the show that lets you know that if it feels as though the world has lost its mind, it's not just you, it has. And who's leading the charge into the land of the ignorant? That would be our very own Blob the Builder, Donnie Trump. No, that's not a wall joke. I think he's actually building something completely different. He's trying to recreate every presidential blunder that has happened before him, making him Home Depot. Because he keeps building more problems, and he's orange, which goes with Home Depot. That's why he's not Lowe's. Lowe's is blue and thus Democratic. So, there. Now, what's he trying to rebuild? Well, this past week, we had his Benghazi. You remember Benghazi, where the Republicans voted to cut the funding for defense of all of our embassies in half, and Hillary managed to still keep it at 75% efficiency, and then it was attacked and 4 people died? Yeah. In a war zone, I would like to add. So, yeah, can we blame Hillary? Really, not so much. And what exactly did you expect her to do? Put on the Rambo headband thing and grab an M60 and a helicopter and off she goes to avenge them? No, that's not going to happen. And don't try to picture that either, or you'll be laughing for about a month. Yeah, that doesn't work. Donnie's Benghazi is called Niger, which worries me because I know a lot of people are pronouncing it with a completely different G sound. Don't do that. It's bad for you. Anyway, 4 American soldiers went to meet with a village tribal leader in Niger. And it wasn't a combat mission. It was just a, hey, let's go talk to these guys. And they were ambushed by ISIS, who killed them, which is horrible. But it was not a combat mission, so they had no military coverage, no air coverage. And frankly, this is actually worse than Benghazi because it took hours for them to get support from anybody. And who'd they get support from? The French. Not even Americans. And what is Trump doing? He's getting into arguments with the parents and spouses of the survivors. Really? That's how you handle it? I mean, you guys had enough of a cow when Hillary did what she did, which was stand up to it and say, look, here's what happened. I'm sorry it happened, but it happened, and here's the deal. Donnie, on the other hand, is just getting into arguments. Hasn't even said, look, I'm sorry it happened. How is it that we can have one side of that argument for one person and one for another? Oh, that's right. It's the Republican double standard. I forgot. Now, what other things have we got going on here? We've got Hillary-gate, because Hillary has to come up again, because otherwise it wouldn't be a show, I guess. Yeah, Hillary-gate being email issues with everyone. Now, I didn't have an issue with Hillary having her own private email server the same way Condoleezza Rice did, the same way Colin Powell did. That wasn't the issue. The complaint was, well, what if it gets hacked? Then what'll we do? What'll we do? Well, now you get to find out, because I think everyone in Trump's administration is using their own private email servers, without anyone bitching, I might add, and they've been hacked. Repeatedly, we see this every couple of weeks. Jared Kushner's was the most recent that I know of. And is anyone having the same cow they did over Hillary? No. But it's another thing that Trump is doing to recreate all these disasters. He's had his Katrina. That wasn't even an Obama thing. He had his Katrina with Harvey and ISIS and Maria. I think Maria was the one that hit Puerto Rico. Let's see. I'm expecting there to be a Bill Clinton gate or Monica gate or whatever it is, where he's sleeping with an intern. Although Bill didn't really sleep with the intern. He just was, we'll say, orally pleasured. Or did that already really happen with Donnie, with the whole grab him by the pussy and being accused by 16 sexual assaults? I'm expecting a nanny gate any time now, because we've already had Pussygate. No, I didn't censor it that time because we're apparently allowed to say that. Go figure. Let's see, there was a travel gate once. Someone called it travel gate. Using public funds to upgrade travel for personal reasons, for government officials. And if Bill Clinton's people do that, it's absolutely horrible and everyone must be destroyed in the entire cabinet. But for Trump's people, it's fine, question mark. Really? I mean, I don't understand the purpose of recreating all these tragedies. It's kind of like Harrison Ford trying to redo all of his movies. Trump is trying to rebuild every political gate scandal ever, which I think is somewhat ironic for someone wanting to build a wall. But, he's making his own controversies too. Let's not get, bogged down with history that he's trying to make repeat all of it right now. We had, Facelift Gate? I had forgotten about this one, where Donald Trump was criticizing the people on Morning Joe and talking about how, what's her name? Micah? I don't watch the show and I've only read the tweet, so what do I know? Complaining that she was with Donald Trump at a Mar-a-Lago 3 nights around New Year's and how she was bleeding badly from a facelift. You know what? Even if she was, you don't say that out loud. Keep those thoughts to yourself and go, oh, that's not a good look for her. But you know what? Keep it to yourself. Hailgate. Yeah, I hadn't heard this one by name yet. Hailgate, when lots of his constituents started using the Nazi salute, because they do. Because they're Nazis, I guess. I don't know. Can we blame Beachgate on him? The one where New Jersey Governor Chris Christie closed a beach so he and his family could use it for themselves? Trump said it was okay. I'm going to go do it. No. Don't do that. Let's see. Russiagate, where Russia was involved in our last election to get him elected as president. It's kind of like Bountygate, too, if you remember that from the NFL, when members of the New Orleans Saints put bounties on players to take them out. Isn't that kind of what they did with Bernie? See? Look, new gates. I'm going to make this one up. Impairment Gate, where he started making fun of that disabled reporter. I'm not sure if he's disabled or impaired. I'm not sure what the correct term is, but Impairment Gate works. And quite frankly, I am astounded that that incident alone did not make him ineligible to run for president. How could people look at that and go, oh, that's the guy I want in charge? Really? Golfgate? I'm sure that's what it's going to be called eventually. And no, it's not the thing that he walked through to get to the golf course. It's that he's walking through it to get to the golf course every fucking weekend, spending our tax money on golf. Now, frankly, at this point, if I were the owner of the PGA, the Pro Golfers Association, I would sue Trump for defamation, because not only is he taking the presidency down the tube, he's taking golf with it. And as much as I dislike golf, I'm surprised they're not doing something to stop that from happening. I mean, wouldn't you? Let's see, his Watergate, with the whole bugging of the office by President Obama, except Obama did not bug Trump's offices or buildings or cars or anything. It was proven over and over by, the CIA, the FBI, the Trump administration, all the investigators that Trump sent out. I think even the Girl Scouts had an investigation at one point, and they turned up zilch. Although, they did find a box of tag-alongs in Mike Pence's office. And yes, that is a jab at the VP. So what do we need to do? I think we need to demote Donald Trump and make him actually work at Home Depot to pay off all of these building supplies that he's using to build his own collection of gates. And no, he can't use Bill Gates' money. If you agree with this or disagree with this, shoot me an email, rob@thefwotshow.com, or you can go to the FWOT Show website, thefwotshow.com. How hard is this? Click on the buttons for Facebook and Twitter. Send me messages. Let me know what you think about Gate. Is kind of what I'm going to be calling the show, I'm sure. And you know what? While you're at the website, visit the FWOT shop, where you can get a t-shirt or a hat or even a coffee mug that'll all go to support the show and everything on the Coil Entertainment Network. It would be appreciated very much. And while you're at the site, also don't forget to subscribe to the show, because this is an irregularly scheduled program and no one knows when it's going to pop up again. It could be next week. It could be next month. It could be that next week is next month. Who knows at this point? The only thing I do know is that I do want one more gate thing to happen, and that would be Stargate, so we can open that bitch up and send him to another f***ing planet. Be safe, everybody, because it's still getting really weird and more dangerous out there.